What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast Coffee with Dudes. We're shooting a solo pod today. And today's podcast is going to be the top three things that I would do if I wasn't in health and fitness or fitness related. Like, what would I be doing? So let's dive into it. I asked ChatGPT to kind of give me some ideas and give me some thoughts, and I prompted it with the things that I enjoy to do outside of fitness, I guess outside of health and fitness. Like, so it can't be like gym related. It can't be like fitness software, tech related. Those are the things that I do now. Can't be personal training or coaching or any of that stuff. So what would I be doing if it wasn't that? Like, what are the things I would be doing? And so I told it my interests is. I said I'm interested in bass fishing. I'm interested in the outdoors and hiking and paddleboarding and I enjoy eating ice cream. I prompted it with all these thoughts that I could think of. And here's what it came up with. And I think these are really good. Like, I would absolutely be interested in doing these things. So, number one, actually, I guess this is no particular order, but number one would be an outdoor brand or fishing lifestyle creator. I love fishing. Being able to share that enjoyment with other people who are actually interested in it, I think is super cool. However, it's like one of those things where if you're super into, like, if you're a vegan, they say, you know how you can tell if somebody's a vegan is like they'll tell you, right? I feel like that with the things that I'm super interested in. So like bass fishing is one of them. So anytime I meet new people or like, they ask me what I'm interested in or what do I like to do outside of like fitness and like generally speaking, they already know I do that. So they want to kind of like know more about me. And it's kind of like a curveball for people. It's like, whoa, I wouldn't expect you to be super into like the sport. I guess it is a sport of bass fishing, right? Or just casually bass fishing. But I love it. It's awesome. There's so much to learn about it. There's so many nuances that go into it. You're always gonna. It's very similar to golf. Like, it's very technical. It plays mind games with you. It can be very challenging, but it can be very rewarding too. It requires a lot of attention to detail and a lot of practice. And so when I first got into it, I thought there was a ton of luck involved, and there is luck involved in fishing. However, the further I got into it, learning all the different techniques, all the different, lure types, retrieval speeds, retrieval cadences, different colors, different weights, like all these different things go into it. Time of day, water clarity, the season that you're in, water temperature, where they're at in the spawning phase, like all these different things are like it's like piecing together this puzzle and it's playing percentages, right? So like if you're middle of winter, it's cold, their metabolism's slow, fish are generally speaking out a little bit deeper. They can be up shallow, but not traditionally, like when we're speaking in generalization. So like throwing a topwater lure in the middle of winter up shallow probably isn't going to give you the best percentages. It's not that you can't catch fish that way. You totally could. But it's just a percentage game. And so it's just like, how can I put the best percentages in my favor to be successful? And so that's what intrigues me to it, is because the challenge of it. Like I said, the thing that I compare it to the most that is super challenging is golf. Golf is super challenging as well. Those of you who know it, Alex and I, we played baseball. Baseball is another sport that's super challenging. Um, to where there's so many technical aspects to it that it requires a lot of attention to detail, a lot of practice, a lot of repetition just to become even kind of like okay at it. And so that's what I think draws me to it so much. The more I get into it, it's just like, man, it is so challenging. And there is some luck involved, but there's a lot of skill. There's a ton of skill involved. And so that's what makes it super fun. So I would, yeah, number one would be an outdoor brand or fishing lifestyle creator to be able to bring more enjoyment and shed more light and the thing that I'm, love doing and sharing that with other people. Anytime you love doing something, like the first thing you want to do is share it with other people because you're like, there's got to be other people out there like me that love this. So it would be that. The second thing is I'm also super into trucks. I love trucks, more specifically like off-road looking trucks, but not, how do you say, like not douche looking, if that's even a thing, right? Like what do I mean by like Katie and I will be driving, and I'll be like, "Oh, that lift is a little too high. That's like borderline douche," like so like having a perfect look to a truck, like getting it leveled or lifted, but not too high. You can't go low, but you can go up a little bit so that you can increase the size of the tires. So it has like this off-road, mean, gritty look. Like if you see the Ford Raptors or the TRX, like it has to have that aggressive look, but not be over the top in terms of like an excessive lift or something. So I think I would do like if I had a truck and gear customization business, that would be like super cool. I would love that. I'd be super into that stuff and just picking and creating and giving my suggestions to, people who wanted to invest in and make changes to their trucks. I think that would be super cool. Being able to have a facility that could do those and bring those dreams and thoughts to life, but then also like be part of the creation process too for clients who like ask questions about it and wanted your opinion. And, I think that would be super cool and super fun too. I just love like a good looking, functional truck. I think it's badass. And so I'm really into trucks. I love that. And then the third thing is it gave me a local ice cream and coffee spot with a twist. So it says, sounds random, but you probably turn it into more of a hangout brand than just a business. Think about outdoors themes, sports on TV, trucks out front, fishing trophies on the wall. Like that would be so sick. At least to me, it would be. A chill community driven place that feels like your vibe, equal parts relaxed and dialed in. Yeah, go get some coffee, go get some ice cream, a place to hang out, from people going on their first date and didn't want anything too formal, like it has that kind of vibe, to go hang out with the homies and chill there and kill some time or watch a game, and like just be a place that you can feel good and go and hang out with. That also sparks my mind too. I love haircuts, like cutting hair. I've cut my hair since I was in high school. Nice, sleek, clean beard trim and fades and like all that stuff. So I'd also put a barber shop in there too. So it'd be like a ice cream slash barber, or ice cream coffee shop, like lounge type that has sports themed, but then also have like a barber chair in the corner as well too. So people could come there and, guys specifically could go there and kill some time, watch some sports, get a haircut, get a coffee, chill, chop it up with people. Like that kind of environment is my jam. So that would be my three things. So start back at the top: outdoor brand or fishing lifestyle creator, a truck and gear customization business would be sick, and then local ice cream coffee spot with a twist, and maybe potentially a barber chair in there. But they got to be good. They got to be really, really good with fades, old school haircuts, beard trims, razor cuts, like all that good stuff. So you're not going to some sports clips or anything like that. Now, like it's a legitimate barber with skills, man. So that's what I would do. Those are my three interests. Not limited to, but things I would absolutely love to do if I wasn't involved in health and fitness. Let me know if you share any of my passions or my interests. I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave some comments. We're posting every Tuesday and Thursday every week. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys are out there getting some positive energy, hanging out with some positive people, and enjoying life. We will catch you guys on the next one.